Welcome back to our PowerPoint Mastery course. In today's lesson 13, we'll dive into one of the most creative and powerful parts of presentations, design, inserting images, shapes, and charts and media. Okay, so by the end of this lessons, and you will know how to insert and edit images from maximum visual effect, use shapes to highlight key ideas or design custom layouts, create charts to visualize data effectively, and add videos, audios, and other media to make your presentations interactive and engaging. So this lesson is practicals and hands-on. So open your PowerPoints and follow along with me as we build examples together. Okay, so to start it, these are like practicals. So let's move into the PowerPoint. So now that here we are in the PowerPoint, and let's start with the images. So and we can do, so let's start with the images over here. So images are one of the most important way to make your presentations visually engaging. And like to add a image, simply go to the insert tabs, or you can do simply when you do have the another layout. So let's go to the home tabs and click on the layout, use the titles and content. So now that here you can add the titles, and you can just, or you have the options to import the images. Like here we have the options like click over here and you can insert from your devices, or I can do, so let's delete it for there's one. Now go to the insert tabs and click on the pictures. Okay, so our drop downs menu appears, and also like here you can just select or choose whether you want to insert from this device, stock images, online pictures. Okay, so for example, let's say I'm creating presentations about digital marketing. So, or I will insert an image of social media icons from my computers. So for that, let's go to the this device, and let's say if I do have the social media icons, let's try to find out the social media icons like there's one I want to use, and then just hit on the inserts. Okay, so now once the image is on the slide, notice how PowerPoint gives you a new menu called the picture format. Okay, so here you can like resize is by dragging the corners or hold down the control key, or like you can use the shift key to the better proportions over here. And also now let's move into, or we can just easily resize it over here. And now go to the crop. Okay, so to crop it or to focus on specific details, so like here, so this is crop your pictures to remove unwanted areas. So check out the drop down for more options such as cropping to a specific shapes or aspect ratios. Okay, so like here we have the crop or crop to shapes or aspect ratios, so you can select over here or use the fill or use the fit. So let's say the fit, and now you can easily select it with the that's one, and then drag, or before let's undo it over here. And what can I do? I can just easily crop it with the unwanted parts, and then when everything is done, so click on the outside. So that's it, we have this, or like with this cropped, and we have our pictures. So now let's move into the pictures format, and under there you'll find the picture styles. So at picture styles, like you can find the shadows and frame or reflections. Okay, so like here you can see, so this is the reflect over here, and there you can see. Or if I'm gonna go to, or let's select the something, or let's say if I'm gonna select from here the reflected rounded, or let's say the another one, or let's say go ahead with the that's one, and that's it. So now that here we have used with these styles, and so always use high quality images, avoid stretchings or pixelated images, as they can reduce professionalisms. Okay, so and that's it over here. So now let's resize it, and let's put in or keep it into the top or right corners. So now let's try practical examples, and we can do. So insert a stock images of an office workspace. By clicking over the inserts, go to the pictures and select the stock images. So like here, if I gonna go to, and let's say the office, the work something, the workspace, or I'm gonna just try to find out this office workspace over here. So now let's say if I gonna go to select like that, there's one, and then just insert it. Okay, so now it's downloaded over here, and that's it. So now let's little bit round or resize it over here, and then apply a rounded corner. So if I'm gonna go to, and let's, you can see this is the compound frame, or what can I do? So if I'm gonna go to the rounded one, or this is the metal oval, or let's say if I'm gonna go to the soft, or let's say the rounded rectangles, or let's say the reflected, or if I'm gonna go to the centers rectangles, or this is the simple one, this is, or let's say the metal frame, or drop shadows rectangles, or let's say the rounded rectangles. Okay, so and that's it over here. So or you can use like this is the soft shadows over here. Okay, this instantly makes the slides look polished. Okay, so and that's it over there. So this way you can make it, or you give here the difference effect. So if you gonna want to use, so like here if you're gonna go to our text, or like the that's one, or whatever you deserve, or let's say the soft edge rectangles, and that's it with these styles. So and that's it with the pictures. Now let's move into the inserting shapes. So shapes are incredibly or versatile in PowerPoint, or let's make it the another new slide, and let's say we want to use the shapes over here. So you can use them for design, for highlighting content, or even for creating custom diagrams. Okay, so to insert our shapes, simply we can do like go to the insert tabs again, and now click on the shapes, and also you will see the categories like the line, rectangles, basic shapes, block arrow, flowcharts, stars and banners, and also the actions buttons. Okay, so and they are the different symbols. So let's say we are making a slides about a process flow. Okay, so and for that I will insert the 3 rectangles and also place arrows between them. So if I'm gonna select like the rectangle first, let's use it over here, or before that, so let's delete these text boxes over here, and now I can do, so let's make it the duplicate with the hold down the control key, and that's it. Or I can do, so let's move it over here, or let's go ahead, or let's use the another one. Okay, so and that's it. Or now let's move it to like the this one, or this is our these styles over here, or what can I do? So let's move it little bit over here. Okay, So now we can do, so let's, or each rectangles present steps, like we can say this is the research, let's say, or this is the research, and this is, or we can just say the create, and this is the publish. Okay, so notice that, so it's simple, it looks like the simple text boxes, but we want to make it the flowcharts. Or before that, so let's, we can do, so let's select all of them, and let's increase the font points to highlight it more. So like let's go with the 40s, and that's it. So now, or we can do, we can also go to or add the arrows by going to the inserts, go to the shapes, and let's add the arrow. Okay, so like here, arrow right, let's use it over here, or let's resize it, and that's it over here. I can make it the copy with the shift and make it, or let's, what we can do, so let's make it with the hold the control key, and we can make it the duplicate one. Okay, so and that's it. So now under the shapes format, also we can change the fill color to something branded like the blue, and we have the blue over here, and adjust the outline to make it stands out. So if I'm gonna make it the different stands, or like over here, and that's it over here, or I can do at same times all of them by selecting, and let's gives here the same outlines over here, or I can increase the outlines. So let's say if I'm gonna go to, or let's go with like that, that's one, and same way I can do for like the these ones over here, or let's say we can do with the these styles, and that's it with the same styles. Okay, so now, or what we can do, or we can add a shapes effects like the shadows or the glow for all of them. So select of them, go to the shape and use the shape effects, and let's say we can make it the different effects from here, say reflections, or you can use the glow, or use the sharp edge or bevels. So let's say we're gonna use the another bevel styles over here, let's say, or go with the that's one. Okay, so and use consistent colors for shapes to match your themes. So if I gonna now, let us make it little bits into the over here, and that's it. Or before, what we can do, we can select all of them, and let's change here the another fill colors to highlight it, or let's say we can make it with the more colors fields, and let's say if I'm gonna go to over here, let's go with like the that's one, and that's it with these styles over here. Now select these arrows, and now let's change here the different fill colors. Okay, so let's say we can make it these fill colors, go to the shapes outline, and let's say if I'm gonna make it with the these bevels, and that's it with these outlines. Okay, so and like if your brand's color is blue, keep shapes in the shades of blue and with the white text for the readability. Okay, so and that's it with our this one, or you can select it all of them and make it the group, so you can move it at the same time by selecting Ctrl plus G group. So now you can move at the same times over here, or resize it as or at a once. Okay, so and that's it like these styles. Okay, so or to make it little bit like this way and over here, or to ungroup it, select it, right click and use the group, and let's select the ungroup. Okay, so here we have added the there's one with the group and with the shapes. Okay, so with the shapes you can insert, or before that, so let's select it, select all, and let's make it a Ctrl plus G and move it over here. Okay, so if you want to add the another one like before, so let's select it over here, or what can I do? Let's use the control or right click, use the group and ungroup it. So let's make it the another one. So let's make or hold the control key to use it over here. That's it. So now I can do, so let's hold the control key, and if I'm gonna select it, or let's go with over here, and that's it, or and that's it over here. So now make it the shift and use it over here, and that's it. So now we can make it like this way. Okay, so and that's it over here. So this is the flowcharts you are now using like this way. Or another one is, so let's make it the these ones, or I can do, so let's reflect it or use it like this way. Okay, so and that's it with these flowcharts, and with making or match with the shapes. Okay, so and now let's talk about the charts. So charts allows you to present numbers and data visually, which makes them much easier to understand. So before that, so let's move into the new slide, and let's say it could be like the chart over here. So similarly, you can go to the inserts and select the charts, or by clicking over the sections, so like by clicking over the charts. Okay, so it will pop up with the insert chart options in there, or when I click on the chart, so it will pop up with or appears the same dialogs box. Okay, so like insert chart. So now select the charts of types or chart types like column, line, and pie, bar, and also the etc. So for example, let's say I want to use with the column charts, and then just open it or hit on the OK, and that's it. So now when you are open the charts, and PowerPoint will open an Excel sheet for you to input the data. So let's resize like these ones, or if I'm gonna go to, or let's go with over here. So now, or for example, let's imagine we are showing websites traffic data for 3 months. So for that we can do, so this is the month, and let's say if I'm gonna say, so this is the January, or let's go with January, and let's say this is the February, or over here let's say the March, and if I'm gonna go to, and also the, if I'm gonna say that this is the April. Okay, so let's, or what can I do, so let's say the April over there. Okay, and here, so now if I'm gonna delete it all of them, right click and delete this one, and let's say we can give here the names, so like here the, or like traffic or website traffic, and that's it. So now we can do, so let's go to, let's say the 1000, let's say we can do with the 1500 February, let's say the 2000, and let's say if it is the, or let's say the 25th or 100. Okay, so and that's it. So once I enter this data, PowerPoint automatically or instantly creates a column charts in there. So and here, or from here, or here, or we can, so this is the website traffics over here. You can now see this comes with this one. From here you can change the chart types. For example, let's switch from column to the line charts by selecting or chart designs and change the chart types. So let's say the line charts over here, and that makes it as the line charts with the, that's one, or if I'm gonna edit the data, so let's edit the data over here, or let's say if it is comes with the or 2300s over here, and that's it's like we have like these styles, or let's say if it is something, or let's go with like if I'm gonna say the 1700, like the this ones, and that's it with the line charts. Or we can use the another one chart, or change chart types, use the pie or the column. You can see over there the changes in there. So let's go with the column charts, and that's it over there. Okay, so use the chart design tabs to quickly apply the professional styles. So let's see here, if I gonna go to, and let's say we can make it the another styles over here, and if I gonna go to, let's say we can now select, like we have the simple styles like the that's one, and format the individual elements, like we can change the colors of single bar to emphasize merge growth. Like if I gonna select it and now go to over here and fill, let's say if I gonna go to the another one, so let's say, and now that here we have the different fill colors, or I can do for like the that's one over here, double clicking, and let's say I can go with the another colors in like the that's one, or if I gonna select like the April with the another colors. Okay, so and that's it, we have like the January, February, March and April. So this is the website traffic. So choose your charts type based on the story you want to tell. And for the percentage, we can use pie charts for percentage. So for that, so let's move it to, or if I gonna go to the or select these charts, then go to the chart design, change the chart types, let's use the our pie charts, and then just open it. So and that's it, we have the pie charts. Now you can also, or like, or we have, so like the this one, or this is for the, or you can make it the another one. So let's go to the pie charts, use something the column charts for the comparisons, and line charts for the trend over. Okay, so like here this is the bar charts or line charts if you want. So this also helps you for the trends over times. So now, or let's use these pie charts that also shows social media traffic's distributions, and there like you have like the this one, or before that, so let's go to the charts element, and you can show up with the data labels. Okay, so like here, so this is the OSF traffics for the difference one, like you can say this is the or Facebook, or you can use the Instagrams or Twitters in the different website traffics. Okay, so and that's it, we have with the charts. So now let's move into the new slide, and this times we are gonna want to use the inserting, or like the media. So let's say the media. So finally, let's bring our presentations to life with the media. So this includes videos and audios. So to add the videos, simply you can click on the video files over here, insert the video, and choose the videos you want to use for there. Or you can do as like we have done in before, like going to the X or inserts and just select the video. So if I'm gonna click on this video, so it will pops up with the same dialogs box. Or you can insert the video from the stock videos, or also these devices are not the online videos. So for example, I will insert a short stocks video of team working together. So let's go to stock videos over here, and let's say the team, or let's say the working, and also we can do like over here, or let's say we can go with the another one. Let's go with, or let's go with the this one, and then just insert it. Okay, so and once it's added, the playback, like go to the playback tabs, allows us to like trim and also trim the video, so only the best parts plays. Okay, so if I gonna play it, so it comes like this way, or I can do, so let's trim it with up with the trim videos. And now that, so how long you want, or you can trim it, so this is the styles, you can trim it like from the these seconds to these seconds, then just or hit on the OK. Okay, so and that's it. And also choose the start automatically or the on clicks, so like here, and when clicked on over here. And also add like fade in or fade out effects, like you can go to the fade in, and let's use the fade outs from there. Okay, so like here, and keep video shots under 1 minute and make sure they directly support your message. So let's try to play it. So now you can see it comes like this way. And the another thing is adding the audio. So you can do, like if you don't have the audio, so you can do by, or before that, so let's play it over here. So go to the insert tabs again and select the audio. Okay, so select from your devices or device, or record your own or the narrations. So let's insert a background music file in the or audio on my pages over here. And let's say if I do have the simple area, or I can just go it, or let's say the narrations over here, then just hit on the OK, and that's it over here. And let's insert the background, or like our, this is our the audios over here. So now let's try to play it, and we can do, so now let's try to play it.
Sometimes the best stories aren't written in book.
Okay, so and that's it, we have like the that's one. Or you can add the another videos, or like the audios to setups like the backgrounds musics. Okay, so set it to play across the slide. We can go to the over here, or like you can just let it with over here, or when click over here. So and that's it. Or what can I do, so let's or use it into the over here, or let's click it over here. Okay, or you can use the play across the slides like the there's one, and lower the volume so it doesn't overpower the narrations by play in background sounds over here. And that's it. Or you can go to over here. So now let's try to play it.
They're found in the roads we take, the food we taste, and the people we meet. Place,
Okay,
it's more than just a desk.
that's it. So use subtitles and copyright free musics from professionalisms. Avoid distracting or overly loud tracks. Okay, so and that's it. We have just added the videos over here. So let's now put everything together with a mini project. So here, and I have already done with the images, with the shapes, with the charts, and with the this is the videos and also the audios. Okay, so follow along with me step by steps, and you can go like add a title slides, insert a full screen stock images, or let's make it right click, or we can do, so let's use it in the full screens over here, right click and send it little bit the back over here, and that's it from there. Okay, or I can resize it from there. So and that's it. And also in the other, or like in the other charts, you can add the or create a bar charts comparing the three projects like the sales number. Okay, and on the closing or the closings over here, So let's use the another slide by using and use the new slide. And now you can say, let's say the thank you. Let's say the thank you on the tops in there. Okay, so select it. So now let's move into the centers alignment, and over here let's go to and with the different chart styles in there. Okay, so let's say and let's use it or increase the font points over there. So let's say if I'm gonna go to, and that's it. So this exercise helps you practice all the tools, images, shapes, charts and media in one cohesive presentations. So great job. In these lessons you learn how to like insert and format image to create strong visuals, use shapes for design and structure, and presentations or present informations clear with the charts and videos and audios to bring your slides to life. So remember, PowerPoint is not just about text, it's about combining visuals and media to tell a powerful story. So in our next lessons, we'll take this even further and explore slide transitions and animations to make your presentations dynamic and engaging. So thank you or thanks for following along, and I will see you in the next lessons.